scratch the bell. Thanks for watching, of course. I appreciate you and your time. So I'm just going to go ahead and dedicate this video to my husband, who sort of kind of was pleading with me to come back and show my subscribers the decode I did on Asheville, North Carolina. And I was like, okay, because he was like, hey, you remember you were talking about them Vance? You kept saying Vance in your decode, and I was like, yeah. And he was like, well, when I looked up Vance this morning, because we watched some videos in regards to all of the scandal that's going on, all the deception that's going on, all the hate that's going on towards those who got attacked. It was an attack. It was a civil war. This is civil war, people. They're doing it in a different fashion. It's called weather warfare. And anybody that tells you that they don't want to talk about the conspiracy theory of weather warfare, because that's just a conspiracy theory, but they have hundreds of thousands of subscribers, it's because they only care about the money, and they don't want YouTube to mark their channel. They don't want YouTube to mess up their money. That's what it's about. So anybody that's sitting on their hands saying, oh, I'm going to show you all these different wars across the planet, but I'm not going to call this warfare as well, they are lovers of money, and they only concerned about them and their few children. I ain't going to call your name out, but if you watch this video, you know I'm talking about you, that you're not willing to call it weather warfare, but you can call everything else warfare. They get so righteous when it comes to all these other wars, but they don't want to deal with American war because, you know, of course, they may not be from here anyway. But I'm American, you know, indigenous, you know, American. Didn't come from the slave ships, even though they said we did. Anyway. So let me enlarge this so you can see it. Asheville, North Carolina. What I'm doing is, this is gematria. It's a coded language. It doesn't have to deal with spells and witchcraft and blah, blah, blah. That's just for lack of knowledge. People don't understand what stuff be. It's a way to understand the program that we're living in, a coded program, a program of prediction, a program of almost preciseness, but not preciseness, because we are willful beings. You have your own will. However, if you don't know you're in a program, you will follow someone else's will. You'll even follow an Elohim's will. You'll follow a capital G will, a lowercase g will, and not your own, because your own would be deemed unrighteous. So, even though it's not, but to each his own. You see all the different ciphers I have here, but I'll only deal with a few of them. Let me minimize that. So it says here, the Vance Monument was, in the purple here, was a late 19th century granite obelisk, or I say phallus or penis. And Asheville is a pointer. It's a marker on the map. It's a marker on the flat plane. We don't live on a globe, but let's just say flat plane game, okay? A map, flat plane existence that we live on. Okay. North Carolina, it's early in the morning. I'm doing this for my husband. I'm trying to be not too wordy, because I like to explain stuff, because people will say stuff, because if you want to understand people's videos, you have to sometimes go back and watch a few other videos. But I just want to deal with this. So let's just go into me mute it, and let me just go find the spot where I'm talking about. So here, the first thing was Kamala's husband popped up in the decode. Let me enlarge it a little bit. Okay, he popped up in the decode. Off. So Douglas, for some reason, was in the decode. Now, the only thing I said about him was that he come from he was the son of Jewish parents. Please remember that. Ozzy Nazis, servants of the Anunnaki, also the Nazi and the Nazi. Please remember that. I'm just going to summarize, okay? I'm just going to summarize. Okay? Because if I don't summarize, it'll take too long. Okay? So, Doug was the 78 that we saw earlier. He was the 78. Okay? Okay? This is just identifying the players in the false flag, the players in the civil warfare, okay? That's all I'm doing. I'm just identifying people that sat around the table and had some conspiracy. Okay, whether he had the depths of it, he's part of it. Okay, I should have looked up Maracas because I'm sure he is, but and Biden acting all silly, but um, the rabbit hole can go deep. That's all I'm trying to say. Then let's look at now. This is gonna shock you. So we're looking at Vinvet Ramaswamy. Vinvet will be helping the beasts of the sea, the beast system. The beast of the sea is Prince Mohammed bin Salman. If you learn nothing else from this video, understand that the person that will be insisting you take his name, the mark of his name, would be Prince Mohammed bin Salman. He's from Saudi Arabia. Vinvet Ramaswamy, his family's from over there in the Middle East. Close, I call it the Middle East because over there by Asia. But anyway, 666 Fibonacci sequence is Vivek Ramaswamy. I did a video on him. That one got removed. Actually had people sent people to my page complaining, trying to I guess try to talk me down, try to say I don't know what I'm talking about, blah blah blah. Yes, I do. Big Pharma, baby. He's Big Pharma. Okay, so if anybody understands Big Pharma, that's poisoning the whole world, especially over here. Well, so remember, he's part of the play, but his part is going to come in with the middle of the game. Okay, because it's just the world is not going to end. It's just going to be a reset. So for those people that think the world's going to end, it's not. It's just going to be a reset. Just like the Simpsons was talking about their last show. There's going to be a reset. Their show isn't going to end. It's going to be a reset. So, if you don't believe me, believe the darn cartoon that gets everything right. I call him a prime suspect. Also, the prime suspect is historic peace agreement. This historic peace agreement, all of this goes along with making peace come on the earth. So they have to remove those persons who have a part in the game that would prevent it. So this is why it's called civil war. This is what's going on, not just in Asheville, but the whole path. Now what's going to go on in Florida? That's part two. That's what the military base is. All of that is warfare. All of this is warfare. This is just warfare. Okay, this is civil warfare, but with different types of technology. They have to do everything through the unseen powers, okay, the powers of the air, the lasers, the nanotechnology, the cloud seeding, the chemtrail, and all of it. Because if you do it in obvious form here in America, people will wake up. They do not want people to wake up. They do not want you to know this is a programmed game. They do not want you to understand that you don't have to, once you leave this body, you do not have to come back to the game called life. You can actually leave the firmament. Now, everything that's in the game from heaven to hell is under the firmament, is under the dome. When you go out of the firmament, out of the dome, first you have to go in to go out, because everything's in your mind. Everything, heaven's in your mind. Everything's there. If you're going to go to hell, it's in your mind. If you're going to go to heaven, it's in your mind. Okay? So, that doorway to the heart, but I won't go into all of that. And believe me, there's nothing new under the heavens that I don't know about. I got a wellspring of knowledge in me that would amaze you, because that's just not some booty poo that fell off a turnip truck that don't know scripture, okay, that can't quote whole chapters. But I don't have to use that anymore. I use it in order to understand the game. The third temple of Israel, 666. This shows you this is the synagogue of Satan. Who's the synagogue of Satan? Well, the people that helped the Saudi Arabians take down the towers, the twin towers. It's these folks. Okay, and they're going to work together to get this third temple built. Who? His name will be King Solomon, like King Solomon of the Old Testament, but this time it'll be Solomon. Okay, that's the guy that's going to have people to want to take his name, the mark of his name, the number of the beast, his name. You can take his name. What's his name? Muhammad. So if your name is Muhammad and you really don't want to bow down to nobody, a real man, then you're going to have to change your name. Okay? So this is just part of the program. The people that's over there in Israel right now, no matter how many preachers you hear hollering and screaming, and pastors you hear, and bishops you hear, and popes you hear hollering and screaming, support, you better get the curse off of you. These people are literally not Yasharel. Yasharel is sitting here in America. A few of them are over there in the land of Israel. But most of Yasharel, which is Israel, Yasharel are sitting here in America. And the Mississippi River is also known as the Nile River. It's all flipped. It's all deception. It's all deception. They're trying to reset in 1948 a new world order, a new Israel, a new land over there in those lands. When over here in America, it's really America actually is the blessed land. But anyway, anyway, it's too much. It's too much. But let's just move forward. So you see Trump, and this is Prince Solomon, Prince Mohammed bin Solomon. Mm-hmm. 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 Trump better be very careful that he doesn't allow his Jesuit ties to cause him to wash his soul away. Let's put it like that. Wash his soul away. Okay, so here he is again. They even made a character in a game for him. And when you look at the character in the game for him, this guy is supposed to save the world in this game. His right eye is injured. Didn't see his right arm being withered because that's how it's supposed to be according to the program. But things in the program, in the book, the prediction program, the predictive programming thing, everything doesn't line up exactly because the more people wake up, the more the codes don't work the way the program doesn't go the way they want it to go. So Prince Mohammed bin Salman over here to the right, and the primes is 666. Okay, and it's just what it be. I'm just giving y'all heads up on before I get to this tower thing. I'm just trying to hit everybody. And then this CERN thing, I was talking about the CERN thing. September 29th was the second mini moon. CERN was created 29th September. So everything, this is civil warfare. This is weather warfare. This is technology warfare. Okay? This is warfare. I don't know how many times I have to say it. This is warfare. Okay? I don't know how many times I have to say it. But let's see. Let me play something right here. Okay, so I'm gonna zoom in here. I'm gonna show y'all mini. So am I gonna zoom in? Okay. So right here, I got mini moon will be around September 29th. So there's gonna be a lot of shifting in the atmosphere, and of course, looking up at the stars and the heavens. Yeah, you can do that, but also pay attention to what's under your feet. Because while you're looking up at the stars and analyzing the stars, which that's great to do because it lets you know what part of the game we're on. Game, program, game called life, game called life, game called life. You're in a game. I know you want to believe you're not. I know you don't want to think your life could be so shallow that someone could be running a game and actually, as long as you think that someone's running the game and you have no say in the game, you will sit back and allow whatever is going to happen. But I'm telling you as someone who's come into the game to tell people, do not sleep, do not slumber. Stay woke. And the oil that's in your lamp is your vessel. You must stay aware that you're an eternal being. You must stay aware that you do not have to come back to these chaotic games. They're trying to switch the game to transhumanism. So this new reset, they're trying to switch it to transhumanism. Now they'll say, well, the game said that they're going to lose. So then you'll think you don't have to stand 10 toes down and save your community and save your loved ones and move them out the way. And I'm not talking about any way that's unnecessary. I'm saying in every way that's necessary. And that's to each his own. Okay, so let me move forward. And so I was showing here about Saudi Arabia calls for harmonized international efforts to ensure cyber security. Global Cybersecurity Forum highlights the need for collective action to secure the digital future. So they just want the digital future so they'll be able to master your eternal self. Because we're in a game. And in this game, under this dome, this firmament, flat plane dome, Earth, we are like in a chess game, but it's an electrical chess game. And in this game, if they can get your spirit to be locked down, your genome to be locked down, they already did the pow, that nanotechnology, the graphene technology. That's going to cause a lot of people not to be able to stay focused. That's going to drain a lot of people's oil in their lamp. That thing's going to stagnate your spirit, going to stagnate your third eye, that the real you. There's no you outside of this game. All of you is here. And if people understood all of them is here and there's no cord attached to you outside of this game, all of you are here. And if you realize all of you are here, you'll take it serious. See, I come to wake up and say, hey, I'm here. I'm here. That gives me more motivation to do what I got to do, to stay awakened, do what I got to do, to sound the alarm, to say, hey, have you ever looked at the Illuminati pyramid, illuminated pyramid? Have you ever looked at it? Everything on that pyramid is deception except for the people underneath it. Everybody that's on that pyramid is working towards your demise. And I'm not skipping one block. And I don't have to call it out. Look on the pyramid and see if anything that you're involved in is on the pyramid. And if it is, it's all to deceive you. It's all predictive program. It's all to teach you a way that you should go. And then as you get older, you'll never depart from that way. Boom. That's all I'm going to say. Because people want to be programmed. Let me minimize this. See, hubby, this is the reason why I didn't want to do the video. Because I don't want to seem like I'm fussing at people. But I'm going to do it anyway. Because it's dedicated to him. Because he really wanted me to deal with it. Okay, so we see Vivek Ramaswamy here. He's from a town called Tamil speaking Baram, and that's in India. Okay, it's Hindu. Okay, so remember this. Okay, because him and Kamala's mom and this guy over Google are from the same blah blah blah. Do I even want to talk about that? I don't think I do. This monkey that they trying to set up in Houston. The Matrix, I'm not talking about the Matrix. I'm talking about what's inside of you. The Matrix is inside of you. So that's why they have to shoot you up with stuff to mess up your DNA. Your fire, the fire that's in you. Okay? DNA, RNA, ribonucleic acid. Okay? The world that you're looking up to is really inside of you. Okay? It's called intermembrane space. The space that they talk about above you is really in you. It's intermembrane space. Space is in you. Heaven is in you. If you want to go there. Hell is in you if you want to go there. Everything is inner. In your memory. In your membrane. It's all a program. And if you don't realize you're in a program, you will carry out everything they say in a book. Pick a book, any book. All of them will lead you towards what they want. You have to determine to get out the program, to love and not hate, to walk in joy and peace, and to figure out a way around all the buffoonerism until you get out of the game called life. Okay? Do I need to scoot down? Maybe I need to minimize. I was talking about the all-seeing eye. I'm talking about them wanting to be on the throne of your mind. They want to be on the throne of your mind. Okay? And it's a day. I was talking about the Tower of Babel. How let us go down and confound them. Who is us? The Anunnaki. Let us go down. Enlil, Enki, Tilmal. Anu wasn't there because he was Anu was on the planet Nibiru. But the point is, he come visit every now and then to this planet. But the whole point is, they want to master these people. And these people did not want to be mastered anymore. They wanted to be out of this game. So they built their own tower. Like, Trump has a tower. The phallus, the obelisk is a tower. They want to leave. The pyramids, towers, they want to leave. But there's a system that sits on you leaving. There's a system that sits on you leaving. Here I have some look like some cell phone things where you can for your phones and all that, like Starlink and all that kind of stuff. And what is the other thing called where you can rent space on the tower? All these different cell phone tower things. Blah blah blah. I deal with Comcast, so I don't know what the other ones are. I think it's there's other cell phone people, but because I don't deal with it, I don't know. All this has to do with this Vance monument over here. Okay. Then I was showing about how everything actually represents the inside, the inside, the inside, the inside. Okay, they want to be the masters of your inside. They, Not he, the devil, Lucifer, Satan. Of course, they part of the group too, but it's not just those individuals. Okay, they. We have a reptilian brain at the base of our neck. That's what the Matrix show was about, plugging you into the reptilian. They want you always afraid, angry, anxiety, chaos, terror, war, rumors of war, and they tell you this is how it's supposed to be. This is how it's supposed to be. So you'll be like, okay, this is how it's supposed to be. And then, okay, now we manifest that's how it's supposed to be, right? So then they carry it out. Watch this. I ain't gonna say nothing. Okay, I ain't gonna say nothing. Let me move forward. Everything's about the inside. If y'all don't get nothing else from this video, understand you got to get out from the inside. Your divineness is from the inside. You are divine from within. There's no corruption within. And I know they say the actions without is what corrupts within. Well, if you're not corrupt within, your actions without aren't corrupt. But what they're trying to do is inject something in you that is corrupt to corrupt your within. And in your corruption within keeps you inside of this frequency of this game. So we have, and I ain't gonna say nothing. My neighbor needs to keep that dog out my yard. I'm looking at her on the camera. She knows better than that. Acting as Lisa Simpson. So there are many characters that act like Lisa Simpson. Jill right now is the president. Kamala, the country's broke. She said that in The Simpsons, the country's broke. Didn't Maraka just say that we broke? Didn't Maraka say that FEMA is broke? And someone comes up to the boy and says, what's going on? The country's broke. The country's broke. That's what Lisa Simpson said. And you got Hillary all in the background, still hating on her cousin Trump, because they are cousins. Still hating on him. Because she wanted to be the destroyer. She wanted to be the whore that rides the beast, even though, it's the Catholic Church. And Kamala's doing a good riding right now. Always has. And then I just showed the Jesuit oath. How that helicopter guy that went over the food, over the provisions, and he brought that helicopter down, did some type of funny scoop, and made all the stuff go down the incline. Well, y'all, they do further promise and declare that they will, when opportunity presents itself, to make war, to make and wage relentless, at the bottom here in the red, relentless war, secretly or openly, against all heretics, Protestants, and liberals. So Democrats that's on the liberal side, y'all not getting out of it neither. I saw a liberal Democrat saying, why they doing us like this? And a lot of people say, oh, because there's a town that when the sun goes down, the blah blah blah. My people, y'all better get off that hate. My people, not Roland Martin and Joy Reid. They're not my people because they're not from here. My people that's been here, y'all got to get off that hate. Y'all got to learn to forgive. Because a lot of these people have been pulled into the trap. They were not the orchestrators of racism. They weren't the orchestrators of chaos for us. It's these people that's still causing chaos. Now they're causing chaos for both groups. Causing chaos in Chicago, Detroit, chaos in Maui, chaos, Liana, just chaos everywhere. Chaos. So, they said they're directed to expedite them from the face of the earth. And they said that they will spare neither age, sex, or condition. They're going to boil you, flame you, strangulate you. What else they say? So if you see any of this going on, it's the Jesuits. Period. Move forward. I need to get to the decode. I talked about all of this because I can't just give you some juice and you don't have no information. For lack of knowledge, people perish and cast off restraint. The reason why people cast off restraint and they don't hold themselves to a standard is because you want Burger King. You just want it the way you want it, and you can't have it the way you have it and the way you want it. I'm here. I'm a voice in this game, and I know for sure I supposed to do this video. I had inside this code, I had an indicator. I supposed to do this video. I have an indicator that at the right time, my ex-sisters and brothers will wake up to the program. Why did I say ex-sisters and brothers? Because at one time, I was in the program. I was in the predictive program that told me my rising and my falling, that told me my end from my beginning. And then one day I had to accept That if I can conclude this, that, and the other from other things, and I can look on that pyramid and see other things, and I can investigate other things, why can't I investigate that? Why can't I investigate all things? And in my investigating from 2012 to now, I realized some time back that I had just been bamboozled on the deepest level. And did it hurt? Yeah, hell, it hurt. But I guarantee you, I'm happier now knowing I was being bamboozled than to find out now in this late hour in the game. I'm glad I found out and went through the shedding tears for water and laying out feeling like I couldn't make it, being misunderstood by everybody because, hey, I'm no longer in that game. I'm no longer in that game, but I'm freer now. And does that mean I'm going to go out there and wallow in mess? Wallow in lasciviousness? No, I'm still the same me. Yeah, I picked up some rules and some regulations that helped me along the way. But the real me resides within. The real me is the microscopic me. That's the real me. And I'm here in the game with an avatar. And I'm sounding the alarm for all folks that sit inside the books. If you don't come up out the book, I ain't saying come up out of love. I ain't saying come up out of joy and peace and hope. I'm not saying come up out of sharing and caring and loving. I'm saying come up out of the predictive programming that the pens of men have done to you. No one can tell you your beginning from your end. All they do is reset until they get it the way they want it, until they get the game the way they want it. Remember, I'm not talking about walking around here hating your neighbor. Of course, you're supposed to love your neighbor as much as you love yourself if you can. Let's keep it real. So this guy here, he's from Tamil Nadu too, India. Same thing with Vivek Ramaswamy. Okay, same thing. And I was talking about the snake and all that, blah blah blah. And I was talking about this guy here. And those of us that do the decodes, we do the decodes because, I mean, come on. You got to have eyes to see and ears to hear. So I'm just running through showing y'all there's some stuff going on that they're only telling you half of what you need to know. We're under a firmament. We're underwater, y'all. And I tell you, this game isn't what you think it is. If someone told you something and you did not investigate yourself outside of the approved narrators, you could be being deceived. All you got to do is tell somebody a little bit of truth, substantiate it a little bit, and then, the other part can be a lie. And I say, don't even waste your time. This guy was in it, Ricky Parcell. He was born on a 9/11, so emergency. This is part of the decode of the and he got shot at, but then I saw the video. I figured he's not shot. He didn't get shot. 49ers is 13. That's CIA, Capital Intelligence Agency. I know y'all thought I was going to say Central Intelligence Agency, but it's really the Capital Intelligence Agency, okay? All right, so Ricky Parcell. I finally get there. There go his name, Ricky Parcell. Then I talk about August 5th was the stock market went down. That's a very important day. Please remember August 5th, 2024. S&P 500. This was a sell-off. So all this has to do with Asheville, North Carolina. There's going to be a lot of selling off of things. There was this August 5th was saying there was going to be a slide, a mid-global slide. So things going to slide away, and then there's going to be a sell-off, okay? Period. Then we got that. 78 was the August 5th, okay? And then I went on to, what else I went on to? I talked about it for a while. Prophecy. So Asheville decode, this decode programming, predictive because it's orchestrated by weather warfare, civil warfare, men that love war, entities that love war, to prep you for, because you believe in prophecy, because you believe in the end of the world, because you believe in the 7-year tribulation. They're going to make sure they work this out at the end of the reset. The game going to be reset. They want to make sure they work it out the way you see it. So if somehow you survived through this, it's because you saw yourself through it. Somehow, if you didn't see yourself through it and you were weary, wounded inside of this game anyway, you're going to remove yourself out the game. Okay? Remember, in the program, in the program books, folks, when they leave this earth, depending on who your Elohim is, sometimes some Elohim is the life of the sea. Their servants, their children lead the game. Okay, so it's not all the time. It's sad for you, but it's not all the time sad for the Elohims. Depends on who your Elohim is. Okay, let us make man. Let us. You'll be amazed who the us actually is if you're brave enough to look into it. Remember, Enlil, Enlil. Compare his name to Jehovah or Yahweh. You'll see they're the same person. Okay, person. He's under the dome too. Person. They have technology. They have ships. They have so much. Anyway. So then I went on to show you Asheville. Two ciphers sat on 106, reduction and keypad, and then you have ordinal, which is the rudimentary. It's one of the first ordinals that most people look into. It's not as cute as Prime, but it's definitely a good one. Anything else? Let me see. I'm just skipping along. Then we got Asheville. We got Lucifer. So these are some of the players, the suspects: Lucifer, Destroy, Prophecy. So in this program that's set in the game inside of the zeros and ones, you have Asheville, North Carolina. Then you have Prophecy. Then you have Destroy, Ordinal 106. Remember, let's see, can I get to it? Prophecy, Destroy 106, Lucifer 115, which goes along with Asheville, North Carolina on a different cipher, single reduction, and this one reverse. So let's move forward. Shisham, that's dealing with a virgin, okay? Killing, okay? Same number, 115, 115. Israel Air Force F-15I. Okay, Asheville. No, just like the Twin Towers. Just like the Twin Towers, you had Saudi Arabia and Israel, not Yasharel. Yasharel are the Israelites who are actually indigenous, copper skinned Americans who. Anyway, I won't go into that. The people that's in the land of Israel that's calling themselves Israel, Benjamin Netanyahu, they are the synagogue of Satan. They are Jesuits. They are not. They're Zionists. They are not part of. They're not what you think they are. Period. Period. They would even have the power within them to do anything to prevent this chaos from happening. Copper skinned indigenous Americans who were told they came here on ships, if they would wake up, could definitely change the outcome of the game. Like I said earlier, if my people would just decide in the game to not be like, oh well, they deserve it. No, you shouldn't be like that, because all races live in that area. Sundown town, nothing. It doesn't matter about that. You know, we live in America too, people. We live in America too, my people. The ones that got the same avatar DNA I have. We live in America too. We're Americans too. You gotta release hate. Let go of hate. Just because we were dogs, you gotta let go of it. Roland Martin and you got Joy Reid and a few other people like them. I saw somebody else spewing hate. Y'all gonna have to stop spewing racism and hate. You're gonna have to, because these people were led to the slaughter to. Because here go the 666. I was showing on the planes the 666 on the jets, and I was showing how they're 666. Can I get to that? Yeah. So I was saying 23, 22, 21. Add them all up together is 66. Okay, 66 has everything to do with evil, actually. But anyway. And then Gen Z Goliath, he's from, I think, Kenya. He's this. Him and his brothers are these giants that came out of supposedly the woods, but they're actually just propaganda to let the world know that the Anunnaki, the fallen brethren, let's not call them angels or demons. They're just fallen brethren, because in order for them to be brethren, how would they be able to have intercourse with women? So they're just different avatars. They have different avatars than our small avatars. They have larger avatars. But anyway, teach his own. And then I just showed a picture of him, okay? And I was going down looking at his shirt with all the numbers that's on it. Now, I talked here about quantum entanglement, us dividing ourselves from each other to make more of us. So this is what they do. They try to get you underneath their umbrella of whatever Elohim that they want you to serve, and then they just use you to produce children. So then you can teach them to come underneath this Elohim. And depends on what latitude and longitude line you're sitting on. Depends on what brother or sister been assigned this game piece in the on the chessboard called Earth. So there's stories about that too, but for lack of knowledge, people don't know about all that stuff. And then I was talking about discrimination during the pandemic actually. Um, and then I was talking about this brother here in Florida, encouraging people to move away from the bull crap when it comes to that. What's this over here? Um, okay. Then I was talking about Kamala, and she's from mom's from Tamil, and Kamala is David. That's a goddess. She may be a reincarnate goddess. Okay, rise of beast. She's just a symbol of it. And then I showed John Pierre was lying. She said here on the October 24 that anyway. Go look at my video. I got a screensaver of it. I was talking about the 8 principle. Anyway. Move forward. Asheville, North Carolina. Kamala Era Harris. So there she is. She's one of the suspects involved. I surely should have put Joseph Biden's name in here, but y'all, the video got so long. It got so long. Then I was showing that if you don't know, her middle name is Lyra. And I was showing that's Lyra. That's her middle name. Her name got changed because it identified her to Tamil Nadu, which is where Vivek Ramaswamy's from, which is the Google guy's from, Kamala's from, her mom's from. Kamala mainly lived in Canada, so she really wouldn't understand the American culture. College don't make you understand the American culture, okay? That's when you're just doing freak offs. But anyway, I was showing it Mar-Largo having to do with this. Let me see, can I find the main thing? I was showing here the Illuminati card game with Trump on it. Everything is pretty much. I was showing that a lot of these people are afraid of what Trump might do. Even though he's a Jesuit, he probably still wants to get a little vengeance. I do understand that because when people playing with you like that. Georgia Guidestones, I was showing that it's March 22nd when it was opened. That's Skull and Bones. And then 76, it has another code to go with that. And these got blown up at 333. Okay, so everything was done by the numbers because we're in the program, we're in the game. Then Time Magazine had already spoken that Trump was going to be in trouble at the golf court before the what the guy name is Roth not shot at him, but had this little pod thing set up to record him doing something to Trump. Cover was a 9/11/2024 prediction. Okay, second attempt. So all of this is pretty much a staging. Mar-a-Lago, remember I showed y'all that earlier. Skull and Bones is 322, just in case some people didn't know that. Then I talked about all the different people. These conspiracy theory. No, it's not a theory, baby. It's conspiracy for real, for real. Yeah, anytime somebody tell you, oh, it's just conspiracy theory, that's because they afraid. Anytime I hear anybody, I don't care how many subscribers you have, and you try to downplay conspiracy, and you try to act like that's is you part of the CIA. I had to really question people. I really had to question people. I had to question some of these big channels. That when you want to talk about everything under the sun, but then conveniently the most important thing right now, in October right now, is what's going on in the southeast and now Florida, and you want to call everything, you don't want to call it, I don't want to go along with this conspiracy with the weather warfare. Bro, make me think you're an agent. An agent that's pumping up this false flag scenario, that's pumping up this predictive programming scenario. I think there are way more agents out here than we would ever believe. Now, I do know that there are a lot of Congress and the Senate and people on YouTube who already have the digital ID cards, who have the CDC, who have the WorldCoin system money already. I've already seen that. That's the reason why, my channel, I don't care if it blows up or not. I do want people to awaken. However, for a time there, they openly show drones over my house when I would go out of town. Even my adult children say, "Hey, mom, you see that?" They always follow us because this little woman here, my husband here. Though our channel isn't elaborate, though our channel isn't, I've lost so many channels, more toes and fingers I could count on. It doesn't matter to me because I don't make money. I'm literally, sincerely one of these people out here that I spend more money making videos than I would ever make videos. I don't want YouTube bloody hands, deceptive hands. I wouldn't want the devil to pay me for anything I do. Demonic, low frequency. So you'll never see me make money off of coming into the enemy's camp. Say, I'm just trying to take back what he been stealing, your mind. So, like the song say, when I used to go to church, and I went to the enemy's camp, and I stole back took back what it stole from me. I took back what it stole from me. Took back what it stole from me. Now, what did they steal? They wiped your mind. Then that wasn't a song we sung in our congregation. That was a song one of my friends' congregations, they sung Pentecostal. I think it was Pentecostal because I wasn't Pentecostal, even though our congregation believed in all the gifts. We were Baptists, but we believed in all the gifts. I know that sounds weird, but we believed in all the gifts. We believed in prophesying, laying on hands, casting out devils, and those gifts and abilities still do reside in me. However, those gifts and abilities came because I'm in the game. But they say it come from other things, but anyway. Teach his own. So I need to go to, so they show in the cartoon here, Skull and Bones 322. They love death. Period. What did I circle here? Okay. Shriners, Freemasons, Skull and Bones, all the same. Okay, so Margot, let me go to here. I show Operation Warp Speed was part of the Jesuits' assignment. Pope Francis, Society of Jesus 56, Satan's Ministers 56. There are other people out here that does decoding as well. And I tell you, they save me a lot of time with snippets. Appreciate it. Because I would be out here forever. And they were shocked that the first guy missed that was on the roof. But he missed because there's a lot of people praying for Trump. And if y'all only knew that Trump really is not exactly for you thriving, he's really trying to make sure he doesn't get killed in the game. He felt he should have died. He know he should have died. But there's another actor that does Trump. Whenever I see Trump has the real Trump has a certain energy about him. The real Trump is a good person. This other Trump, the other Trump is who gets Trump, the real Trump, in trouble. There's two, maybe. I want to say three, but let's just say two Trumps. The real Trump, when I see I tell my husband every time I see the real Trump on TV, I say, there go Trump. Then the other guys, Trump has a cleanliness about him. Trump's aura is so much, the real Trump's aura is so much, he's so much on a higher place than this other Trump. This other Trump, and I know people don't want to believe that neither, but to each his own. So we got Vance, Trump, Vance. Now, let me go back a little bit. So I had James David Vance. So let's minimize. Y'all see that? 33, 133, Asheville. So this is what the whole video is supposed to be about. But my husband knows I am. I'm not going to just get to the point because there's no getting to the point. So we have here, me make it bigger. So y'all see James David Vance is part of the play. And then y'all saw a few minutes ago I showed Trump and Vance. Okay, same number, 133. Anything else back here that I need to show y'all before I move on? And then safe falling gunshot in his vicinity, 133. So that whole gun thing that was already in the program for Trump to get shot at. Does that mean that it's not true? No. It's all about being safe. It's all about being safe. Okay. I'm just joking. No, I'm not actually. Just trying to be nice. Okay, so let's go back to y'all see that. Let's go to the thing. Let me deal with this now. Y'all see the Vance and y'all see Vance, okay? So let me large this so I can understand what's going on. So all right, hubby, I'm gonna look at this right quick and see what's going on. I wonder should I put in a cipher of Vance itself? Should I put up just Vance? Let me look at Vance Monument live right quick. See, this is what my problem is. I question everything. So let me do I'm gonna do a live decode right quick. Um, I'm just not one of these people pleasers. I cannot do. Not that my husband's asking me to do um, a short video because he knows I am. It's just I know that people have difficulty um, holding out. Even if their life is on the line, they have well, that's all these ads on here. They have difficulty holding out. Do I feel like typing? No, I do not. Y'all see I'm being trifling, right? Exactly. Yeah, let me delete that. Minimize. This thing should be recording. I need to check and see if it's recording. It should be recording. I'm not gonna allow myself to get upset about this. So let's see. It's just so much. This is not the usual tab I go to pull